Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. We are in the midst of doing all the side quests in Dawntrail, except for like a couple exceptions, but we're in Urqopacha, we're in Wachunpelo. I've already decided we're probably having to split the zone in two. Right down the middle. Anyways, let's get this going, shall we? In pursuit of Mezcal. And like I'm gonna keep saying this, but I'm not gonna be doing special voices for these because there are so many side quests to do. Hey, you look like an intrepid individual. I could really use your help with something. A short ways from here in Chabameki, exceptionally large, shall we say, overgrown, Megamagui are known to appear. I'd like you to take one down and retrieve an enlarged bulb from its body. As for why, I'll tell you upon your return. I'm sure it has to do with the side quest title. To catch a merchant. Every opportunity we leave that peddler to his own devices is another opportunity for some unsuspecting traveler to be hoodwinked. We need to figure out where he's been and where he may go next. I'll ask around Wachunpelo if anyone's had similar run-ins with disreputable merchants. In the meantime, I'd like you to find the scoundrel and keep him in your sights by whatever means necessary. We can't have him leaving before we've had the chance to settle this matter, after all. I expect he's still in Urqopacha, visiting the markets to use his ill-gotten pell to stock up for his return to Eorzea. Like as not, he's inspecting the stalls at Ikuvlo's Inn. Ask for a Lullafell by the name of Gigimolu, but be discreet. Once you've found him, try to keep him occupied for as long as you can. And likely, Inspector. Ah, you must be the artisan from Tuliol. You're right on time. The damage the caravan sustained from the storm must be evaluated as soon as possible. I must ask you to begin your inspection immediately. I'm sure you know this well enough, but be sure to check whether any of the frames have been cracked, the canopies ripped, or the balloons on either side punctured. We cannot move the caravans until we know they are safe. Have care while inspecting the caravans. You will find a caravan stopped throughout the settlement. You need to inform me when you've finished. Okay. Let's just go up here. There's currently no side quests up here, so... Inspect. Carefully examine the balloon, but are unable to identify any punctures or tears that might prevent travel. Hello. Fractured caravan. Notice the water pooling in the caravan's interior. If it is not removed swiftly, the flooring's integrity might be compromised. I'll grab this caravan first. Before we grab these other quests. Carefully examine every element of the caravan, but discover no issues of note. One more. Back here. The canopy's fastenings appear to be coming loose. While this will not impede the caravan's ability to travel, repairs would undoubtedly lead to a more enjoyable journey for its passengers. You did a wonderful job. Though it seems some of the caravans will need slight repairs, I'm relieved to hear the damage was not significant. By the way, an artisan claiming she'd been beckoned all the way from Tuliol to assist with inspections came to me moments ago, asking for work. I was in such a hurry to have the caravans examined that I mistook you for her. Please forgive me. I'm just grateful you were kind enough to heed my request. The caravans are an innovation of coolness. During his studies across the salt, he encountered something called a chocobo carriage, and had these designed in their image. By attaching the balloons on either side, the caravans were lifted into the air, becoming light enough for our alpacas to pull. It is an immensely helpful innovation, allowing us to tread the steep mountain roads throughout Tyrol more safely and swiftly than ever. Thanks to you, we are one step closer to having our caravans ready for such travel once more and returning to a sense of normalcy. More servant time! Too much of a good thing. Well, well, if it isn't my dear friend from Twilio all, I do hope your days, as well as your stomach, have been full of merriment and cheer since last we met. Glad to hear it. I was just passing through when a faint rumbling caught my attention. The unmistakable sound of a belly in need. How fortuitous that fate would also guide you here. I impose upon you to help me what's more. If you lend an ear to the poor boy's troubles, I can determine how best to lend an ear of my own. Back up there? Okay, well, we'll be there in a moment. The Carmine Secret. Why, hello there. Tell me, friend, are you not curious about the vibrant carmine hue of our traditional wear? A shade this vivid can only be brought out through the application of an age-old dyeing technique. Let me out and I'll tell you all about it. In the hills southwest of here, which you can reach by exiting from the nearby gate, there are a few spots where sapped noto cactars are commonly found. I would like you to collect precisely 2 of them for me. Worry not, I prepared these 2 remarkably thick sacks. It should get the job done. I appreciate your assistance. First... If you come for business, I'm afraid I'm much too tired right now. It's strange, really. No matter how much I sleep, or try to sleep, I suppose, it never seems to be enough. And despite the weird grumbling in my stomach, I have no appetite. I recognize the lover of corn when I see one. The problem, I believe, is that he's only corn. He's exhibiting clear signs of malnourishment for lack of a well-balanced diet. Though my dominion is only over that which is corn and kernel, there may yet be a way we can help him. Paired with lime water, my corn can be enriched with additional nutrients. Behold, a rich and creamy corn soup. Surely this will help remedy all what ails him. That soup will help me feel better? Oh ho! A corn soup! It really is the best of foods. I can get enough of it. I never thought eating only corn would be bad for me, but there's no denying how terrible I've been feeling lately. I suppose I'll need to be more careful with my corn cooking. Thanks for this. You've given me much to think about. Nothing like a nice warm corn soup to warm the belly and the heart. Let this be a reminder, my friend, it's possible to have too much of a good thing, even corn. By moderation, together with other herbs and spices and flavorings, you can enjoy a cornucopia of delectable delights. I believe our work here is done, but know that where there are those in need of sustenance, I will be there. Fare thee well. No cool cutscene this time for the corn. Disappointed. Alright, what do we got up here? Another cactar. The bags. As you force another cactar into the sack, you notice a red substance clinging to its cuticles. One more? Yeah. Got this one. Oh, I should have grabbed those quests. Shoot. I'm being suboptimal. Well, let's deal with this Mega Magooey. Hello. I've been all like, oh, maybe I could change over the monk and be easy. No, right, we have to do it this way. Trying to make it so that, you know, anyone can do at any level. That's those. Yeah, I threw over here for this other quest anyway, so we'll go back over here. My brain was like, oh yeah, our quests are over there. Like, yeah, there's also quests here. Ah, well, this is a pleasant surprise. I think we meet again here of all places. Do you not recognize? You do recognize me, don't you? The merchant you spoke with on the ship to Twilio all. I neglected to impart my name to you at the time, but I shall happily rectify that now. Gigi Molu, at your service. Since my arrival on the continent, I must say business has been booming. I'll spare you the details of my most recent transaction, but suffice it to say, I earned quite a handsome sum from a most generous young merchant. Truly makes the lengthy voyage here feel well worth the trouble. All that remains before I return to Yorzi is to purchase some commodities. Alas, ever since I felt the soothing waters of Wachunpelo retreat on my skin, I can think of little else. The bare mention of it has stirred my yearning to avail myself of those hot springs once more. It was a pleasure to meet you again, my friend, but I must be going. Farewell. Let's way back there. Dirty dancing. Ah, an unfamiliar face. Are you perchance a traveler? If so, I dare say you could not have timed your visit any better. Tell me, you do know of the hot springs managed by the Wachunpelo? The master will soon be performing a traditional dance at the Mamulja there. I intend to join him once I have closed my stall for the day. If you're interested in seeing it for yourself, simply head to Wachunpelo retreat south of here and look for the dancer carrying himself with poise and grace. Aha! First, Dawntrail. Excuse me, miss, do you have a moment? Please, I need your help. I'm a craftsman coming to discuss a new project with the client, but I seem to have lost my lucky charm along the way, my dear doll. I'm afraid how the meeting may turn out without it. The last I saw it was at Wachunpelo retreat. Maybe it fell out when I was gathering my things? I'm to meet with my client in just a moment, and wouldn't it do to be late? I realize this is sudden, but would you find my doll for me? I'll delay meeting for as long as I can. Aha! They are all going down to singular area, apparently. If I could stop the yawns, that would be a great start. Alright, dignified dancer. You're interested in our traditional bathing dance? I'm honored. It would be my pleasure to show it to you, but to truly appreciate it, first you must understand the purpose behind each movement. The dancer steps before the spring and pours its purifying waters over their body thrice, cleansing skin of grime, mind of thoughts, and joints of ache. Only when they are in perfect condition may the dance begin. Come, I will show you. The bathing dance is under no circumstances allowed in the public springs. Those who do not comply will be escorted out and banned from further entry. The stimulation is simply too much for the other guests. I'd be happy to have someone escort you to one of our private springs, where you may perform the dance to your heart's content. What? I was unaware of such a rule. Very well. It is regrettable that I cannot demonstrate Mamulja tradition before an audience, but better that I dance in private than not at all. I'm sorry you came all this way for nothing, my friend. Would you be kind enough to let my pupil, Fugielja, know that I will be performing in seclusion? Okay. Let's search for this missing pouch. You look at a small pouch behind the shelf. Inside, you find an adorable doll. A warm smile adorning his face. This appears to be a missing item. I didn't actually know that that was the right one. I just happened to examine it first. Anyway. Oh, it's you again. Did you follow me here? Or perhaps you too have succumbed to the allure of these hot springs. The water is the perfect temperature and the view ravishing. All my worries seem to just melt away. Oh, I suppose I have also Cavally to thank for that. He's been the perfect attendant, taking care of my every need. I'm surprised you're still listening to me ramble on. If I didn't know better, might think you came not to enjoy the springs, but to speak with me. Molo is growing suspicious of you. Perhaps we'd best to speak with Cavally instead. Gigabolo. Oh, goodness me. Gigabolo truly did such an awful thing? I had no idea. He only recently began visiting these springs and hired me to take care of odds and ends for him during his sojourns. I took him to be quite the affluent individual the way he carries himself. My heart goes out to poor Nolfley, but as a Wachunpelo, I am quite intrigued by Gigimolo's trading practices. Allow me to explain. Many years ago, we Wachunpelo were looked down upon by the other peoples of Tural, both figuratively and literally, due to our diminutive stature. Chagrined it is to say, chagrined, it is said that our ancestors decided to start wearing masks that made in the image of the most powerful Trollvi-Draw, Veligramanda, in order to strike fear into the hearts of all who looked upon them. Today, however, the meaning of the mask has changed. After becoming pillars at the Dawn Servant's suggestion, the masks have come to symbolize fair transactions. Indeed, they are now proof of our reputability. Instead of focusing solely on our own profit, we endeavor to make every trade mutually satisfactory. Countless years of doing so has earned us the respect of those around us, and we now very rarely experience any belittlement. Yet it seems Gigimolo wishes only to fill his own coffers, even at the expense of those with whom he does business. It's a shame. After what he's done, no Trolley will wish to barter with him again, no matter what quality of import he has at hand. I will keep a close watch on him from now on. I don't want to see anyone else swindled out of their hard-earned pel. So, given his present euphoria, I doubt he'll be doing anything of the sort anytime soon. That said, I'm sure Nobly must be anxious to hear from you. I've matters here well in hand. Why don't you return to him? Also, I hit the right button. Hi, the UI. Hello, nighttime, my not so great friend. As long as it doesn't get foggy, it's fine. Oh dear, forgive me. I didn't realize the dance has been forbidden in the public springs. Travel all this way to perform it, following in the graceful footsteps of the most experienced and most handsome of all my master's pupils. Oh, Bugolja, how I miss him. He left Trall many years ago, saying he would make a name for himself as a mercenary across the salt. Hope he is well. But that's neither here nor there. I must thank you for relaying Master's message to me. I will join him in the private springs when I have finished up here. It's unfortunate you cannot witness the dance today, but hopefully one day soon you'll have the opportunity to behold the glory of our sacred dance. All that for a whole lot of nothing. I'd love to see it. Were you able to find it? Yes, in the first place I checked. Oh, thank goodness, my precious doll. I won't let it out of my sight again. We Pelu became merchants after Gulu Jia bestowed a great kindness upon our people to help achieve his goal of fostering amity between clans. This doll's bright smile serves as a reminder to uphold that ideal, to spread happiness through trade. I have no doubt that you, being the kind-hearted individual that you are, will enjoy great fortune and happiness in your future and business endeavors. I truly can't thank you enough for your help. I am tempted to do bonus fate. It's right there. That'll be good. Is the bulge in those sacks what I think it is? Wonderful, my friend, wonderful. Frail as I am, I could never have hoped to carry back these oversized succulents. As agreed, I will share with you the secrets of our dyeing technique. Tell me, did you notice the little bits of red on their cuticles as you pack them into the sacks? It's nothing to be alarmed about, but those are in fact parasites. Once infested by the vile kin, the Nodocactor gradually weaken. Eventually, they wander away from their prickly peers and settle into the southwestern hills, though it's not entirely clear if this migration is of their own volition. When we found the Nodocactor completely sapped the strength, we brushed the parasites ailing it into a bag, dried them, and finally crushed them into an extract to extract the carmine within. I am sure using insects to create dye must seem unusual, but when living on parched lands with sparse vegetation, one must develop a deep and rich understanding of all that is available. Deep and rich like the red of our dye. There's Noply. What? You met Gigimola during your voyage to Troll? What a small world. In any case, thank you for lending your assistance once again, Arya. It's reassuring to know Cavly will be keeping careful watch of him. As for my investigations here, it seems I am presently Gigimola's only victim. But I fear I won't be the last. There's no telling what underhanded tricks he'll use to procure those wares you spoke of. I refuse to let him besmirch all that it means to be a merchant. I have a plan, and I'm going to need your help. Finding bait. I'd like your opinion on something, Arya. Should word spread of Gigimolo's underhanded practices, it won't be long before there's not a soul in all Tyrol willing to deal with him. How do you feel about that? It's only natural. Indeed, yet I would be disappointed by such a conclusion. After all, we lose one of the few merchants willing to voyage across the seas to do business with us. If he is to remain a potential trading partner in the years to come, he needs to be made to see the error of his ways. I suspect a few words of warning will do little, however. He needs to be taught a proper lesson to feel the sting of being swindled for himself, and we shall make sure that he does it the Pelu way. First, we'll need an alluring piece of merchandise to serve as bait. Hailing from across the soul yourself, I can think of none better suited to finding something that might garner his interest. Have a look about and see what local specialties we have to offer. I should like to know if anything catches your eye. Hello. Something rare. I can think of nothing better than coffee plants. They'd surely fetch a handsome price, seeing as you most likely can't find them where you're from. Oh, so you can find them there? Well, in that case, I'd like to try your coffee for myself. A local specialty that's on the rare side. How about popotos being sold at the distillery? It's one of the few vegetables that can be cultivated at these altitudes. Oh, you already have popotos aplenty in Eorzea? Heh. Well, I'll be. If they're popular across the soul as well, I couldn't be prouder. Hello. If it's for a merchant, they might be interested in our traditional dolls. They're believed to be good luck for business. I carry one around myself, so as it so happens. Whether or not someone unaware of its origins and significance will truly appreciate it is another question entirely. The most promising lead we have so far. If you're looking for something out of the ordinary, I'd have to recommend a Ulan bristle hairbrush. They're good to keep the alpaca free of fleas, and they help prevent skin conditions, among other things. And while you expect them to turn and spit on anyone tugging on their hair, the alpacas seem to enjoy that grooming. It's a simple way to help keep them healthy and happy. People can use the brushes too, obviously. The Ulan bristles help distribute natural scalp oils and strip the hair of leftover dead strands to promote a healthy scalp. It's surprisingly gentle on the skin too, so it's a little wonder they've grown so popular. Popotos and coffee plants do not seem like bait enticing enough to draw Gigimolo's interest. The doll and hairbrush, on the other hand, may just be tantalizing enough. Report back to Milton and inform of your findings. Alright. I still have another quest to turn in. Like this one up here. With you. Welcome back. How did you fare? A perfect specimen. This will surely make for fine mezcal. Tell me, were you aware that it was actually the peoples of Jacques Tyrol who taught we Pelu how to make mezcal? They taught us to make the liquor with agave, but we also learned that using the bulb of the Megamagui gives the drink a real kick. And the Megamagui would give me a real kick if I tried to prepare their bulbs myself. Which is why I can't thank you enough for your help. I have no doubt the batch of mezcal I make with this will be a delight. Sure seem to have a lot of bulbs up here. There we go. You returned. I take it you found an item or two of interest. I see, an Ulan bristle hairbrush and one of our traditional dolls. I must admit, whether such a doll would truly be desirable to an outsider is a bit dubious. I think it'd be safest to go with a hairbrush. My thanks for finding a suitable bait. Normally they go for 1 pel in the thousands column, but to teach her a pernicious peddler a lesson, I'll offer him one for 1 pel in the hundred of thousands column. Lest you worry, I won't actually sell it to him. I'm just giving him a taste of his own medicine, so he can come to understand why a fair and honest deal is so important to we Pelu. More importantly, I wish to convey something to him, merchant to merchant. So what do you say? Will you lend me your aid? Thank you. Let's give Gigimolo an offer he can't resist. Springing the trap. All that remains from me is for me to begin my negotiations with Gigimolo. However, even should I approach him, I expect he won't be willing to lend an ear to anything I have to say. But if you, a fellow Eorzean, were to whisper in his ear of a merchant dealing in exotic wares he won't find elsewhere, I dare say his interest will be piqued. I expect he's still soaking in the spring, so try searching for him first at Wachunpelo Retreat. I will join you after procuring a suitable store of hairbrushes. Ah, it's you again. I take it you are too unable to resist the allure of these waters. I see, and you wish to introduce me to this merchant of exotic wares. How thoughtful of you. I'm honestly surprised you remember that I've yet to find suitable goods to take back to Eorzea. Very well, I shall meet this merchant, but I can hardly sit at the negotiating table in little more than a baiting towel. Pray, wait for me below while I make myself presentable. Following sequence, you will be tasked with supporting Noble's negotiations with Molo. As the negotiations may take several minutes, you may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Thank you for waiting. Now, where is this merchant you wish to introduce me to? Nobly, I see. You two are in cahoots. If you've got to return the corrupted crystals, I'm afraid I do not accept refunds. Didn't I tell you, I'm here to make you an offer. Make me an offer, huh? I wasn't born yesterday. Whatever it is you're planning, I want nothing to do with it. The Urqopacha strive to bring others happiness through trade. Hogwash! Do you really expect me to believe I could benefit from another deal with him? This is not only for your benefit, but that of new customers you're certain to meet in future commercial endeavors. Upon my mask, I swear it. You can swear upon whatever you like. I still won't believe you. The only thing I trust less than your word is your meager eye for quality. Any product selected by your hand is one unworthy of my stalls. I picked it out myself. You selected it? Well, now that changes things. Considering your wealth of experience in both Eorzea and Tyrol, yours are eyes I can trust. I see we have your attention. Then without further ado, allow me to present to you my premium selection of high-quality alpaca hairbrushes. The bristles are firm yet supple, gentle on the skin, and exceedingly pleasant to the touch. Even the most sensitive alpacas can't get enough of it. Indeed, I dare say these brushes are of unparalleled quality. We already have brushes for livestock in Eorzea. Furthermore, the market for such a commodity would be limited to farmers, all but squandering any chance of profit. I will not purchase the product merely because it is of good quality. What if you could use it on your own hair? I must admit, as a merchant, it is important to always make oneself as personable as possible. Yet, I am confused as to why you would ask. Ah, so people can use the brush as well. Then, may I try it for myself? If it is a quality product for men and women of good taste, then the potential market would expand considerably. Oh my, this is quite lovely. The way the bristles gently caress my scalp, each stroke gliding through my hair like a gentle breeze. Somehow each strand falls perfectly into place. My hair has never felt so soft and smooth. Yes, consider me interested. I dare say brushes will sell themselves to those with a like-minded taste for elegance. Now, let's discuss payment. By my estimation, a single brush would be worth roughly 10,000 pel, give or take. Ah, speaking of worth, I forgot to mention one terribly important detail. The brushes are made with the hair of a creature indigenous to Tyrol, the Ulan. Specimens are painstakingly chosen for each brush by a master craftsman, paying close attention to the beast's age, as well as the texture, thickness, and strength of the hair. I'd say a single brush is worth no less than 2 pel in the 100,000s column. I beg your pardon, 200,000 pel for a brush? You must be out of your mind. You're taking business elsewhere. Wait, after purchasing the corrupted crystals from you, I'm in urgent need of funds. If you agree not to disclose this to anyone else, I'm willing to sell the brush to you for half that price. You go so far as to offer them at half their market price, and it certainly comes as no surprise that you lack capital. You may not find a more opportune bargain. Very well, you have yourself a deal. I shall use all the pel I have on hand to purchase as many brushes as you can offer. Now then, let's return to my storehouse and Wachunpelo to finalize the transaction. I trust that is fine with you, Gigimolo? Indeed. I shall make a short detour to Urqopacha's inn to gather my things before joining you. Pray, excuse me. Oh, the negotiations went rather well, if I do say so myself. I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. But now the negotiations can truly begin. We should hurry back to Wachunpelo as well. There you are, Arya. Now that we're all assembled, let's continue our discussion. What is there to discuss? The deal is already agreed upon. All that remains is the exchange of goods. Are you sure? Even if I told you that the actual value of a brush is a single pel in the 10,000s column? What? You deceive me? Oh, no, nothing of the sort. I merely followed your example. I do personally believe that a single brush is worth 2 pel in the 100,000s column. I also urgently need funds after purchasing those crystals. More importantly, the brushes are of unparalleled quality. To think I would be outfoxed by a man I took for a fool. But yet, why tell me its true value now? Had you remained silent, you could have made back all the money you lost. I find that a strange question. Are we not both merchants? Rather than prey on one another, hoping to make our fortunes in a single exchange, would not be mutually beneficial for us in the long term to become trade partners? As far as I'm concerned, this is a chance I can't afford to let slip away. For merchants willing to sail all the way to Tyrol are few and far between, and I certainly won't have the wherewithal to travel to Eorzea myself anytime soon. For all I've done, you would ask to be my trade partner? I ply my trade in a city called Wulda, where the unspoken rule of business is to deceive or be deceived. To seize what opportunities you can and quickly move on. Long-term profits have ever been the furthest thing from my mind. When I first saw you, Nopli, I could sense your naivete. Thus did I approach you with a mind to exploit it and pawn my worthless corrupted crystals into your eager hands. At the time, I thought simply business as usual. And yet, I am wholly embarrassed by the thought of it now. That you would use the same play against me and for even greater profit makes it all the more shameful. Nopli, I am truly sorry for deceiving you. I shall return all the money I took from you and make what amends I can for the trouble I've caused. I do not deserve your forgiveness, let alone your partnership, but if you're certain that is the best course... I am! But forget about the money. I'd like you to bring back more of those corrupted crystals. If I can find some use for them, we can have a product that can easily be sold for a premium, and we can corner the market here in Tyrol. I'm happy to oblige, but until such time that the crystals become profitable here, I could not proceed in such good conscience without a product we can both benefit from. If it pleases you, I'd like to explore our options. I couldn't have convinced Gigimolo without your help, Arya. Together, I believe he and I can bring others happiness through trade in not only Tyrol, but Eorzea and beyond. I prepared a small gift for you to show my thanks, though it is hardly enough I hope this is of some benefit to you during your travels. And if you ever need anything, do not hesitate to find me. Sure. we're not done around Wachunpelo yet. We still have 4 quests to go. Oh, goodness me. Side quest, side quest, side quest. At least there's no bonus fates tempting me anymore. It's actually doing fates. No, no one's doing fates. They're just going away. Oh, and poof. A sorted situation. You there. Might I beg your assistance with something? I was taking a stroll through the valley the other day when I discovered the coffee beans scattered in the brush with not a coffee plant in sight. Curiosity got the better of me, and so I brought some back here to brew. The taste was simply exquisite. I'd like to acquire more, but therein lies the problem. Found the beans in Shabameki, an area south of here known to be territory of mountain bears. They tear me to shreds, but something tells me you can manage the trip. Here, take these smoke bombs to drive back the bears, and bring back whatever coffee beans you find. One more quest. The Reeking Robber. Interesting. My darling Alpi didn't spit at you on your approach. It only means she trusts you, and if she does, then so do I. Such, I would ask a favor. Recently, a sack of premium coffee beans was stolen from our storehouse. The thieves came in the dead of night, but I was wide awake to catch them in the act. A band of Hubigal mercenaries. My brave Alpi spat on their leader square in the face, and thanks to her saliva's distinct scent, I was able to track them down. They were well armed, however, so I resolved to give up the coffee beans. But for a strapping lady like you, contending with those thieves shouldn't be a problem. Please, I beg you, go to Urqopacha and teach them a lesson. Well, that's up there. The other one's down there. Why are you all so far apart? Rude. These alpaca are like conveniently placed. No, it's just up here. Somewhere. There they are. Ugh, the smell. I can't get rid of the smell. What? Who are you? How's it here today, boys? Together? Oh. I guess husband doesn't get something. Not that I get any experience for the Chocobo doing this, but hey. A little bit of pecking helps. Boys, damn you, you'll regret this. Grab the sack. I was gonna say, don't make me carry it. Actually, just let me put it in my magic pocket. I appreciate that. Good. I'm back. You returned and you look none the worse for wear. What a relief. Our precious coffee beans. Thank you so much. I knew I could trust you. Coffee's popularity continues to soar, as does the demand for it. I'm afraid incidents like this one have grown increasingly more common. Everyone's been pouring their hearts into this to make the most delicious coffee possible and give the mate tea farms a run for their money. And yet those thieves try to steal the very fruit of our labors. Bad apples, a lot of them. And you know a bad apple when you see one, don't you, Alpi? They deserve these bad them. Too. Sorry about that, I got a little carried away. But I've taken up enough of your time. Here, a little something for your troubles, and the spittle. And now we go south. Oh hey, it's Nachusiho! This is one of the A ranks of Urqopacha! That's actually the spot where I saw my first A rank of the area, because the other one, Queen Bee, was there when you have that like forced travel along this path. Queen Bee was chilling there. So, yeah, that was fun. Away with thee, bear. Round mound of dirt. You navigate through the sticky soil, finally grasping something solid within a clump of coffee beans. Is this? Soil is warm to the touch and surprisingly moist. You Nevertheless, you plunge your hands inside and retrieve a dripping clump of coffee beans. This is what I think it is, isn't it? The stench emanating from this mouth was variable salt on the nostrils. But you persevere in the name of delicious coffee and stick your hands inside to claim one last clump of coffee beans. Oh! What is with this expansion and the poo? What is with it? I don't get it. I don't get it. So much poo this expansion. Wonderful, you've returned! I'm glad to see you have all your appendages. Ah, but tell me, able to find more of those wondrous coffee beans? Yeah. Marvelous, thank you. But they seem to be covered in... Is that soil? Well, this appears to be dung. That would explain the... Aha! As omnivores, mountain bears feed upon flora and fauna alike. Unbeknownst to us, however, it seems they developed a liking for coffee plants and have been snacking on them in secret. But because the beans are difficult to digest, they remain whole in the bear's leavings. I suspect that while inside their stomachs, the flavors and fragrance of the plants and fruits the bears normally eat permeate the beans, diminishing their bitterness and resulting in coffee beans with a fruity, sweet flavor. Most intriguing discovery, one I couldn't have made without your help. Thank you. I dare say we have a new premium blend of coffee on our hands. Oh, I already don't like coffee. This isn't helping. Oh. Why? Alright, 2 more quests. A blend for every taste. Hello there, I hear you travel from across the salt. Just the person I need to assist me. I wish to expand trade beyond the borders of Tyrol, and so I've been planning to export Mate tea. The problem, however, is Mate's reputation for being something of an acquired taste. My solution was to blend Mate leaves with some of our local specialties, and your foreign palate would be perfect to test them. One of our brewers has already prepared a batch in the relaxation area. Why not go and speak with her? I guess I'll do that. You must be the one here to try our new blends. I've prepared 3 for you to sample. I believe there's nothing more telling than the expression one makes when they sip their first cup of an unfamiliar tea. So go on, have a taste, but please stay where I can see you. Fruity blend. You taste a hint of acidity, perhaps citrus? It complements the naturally mellow mate tea well, serving to create a smoothing mixture. Rich blend. Notes of honey and vanilla tickle your tongue. A delightful blend. It may very well have wide appeal in Eorzea and beyond. Earthy blend. You detect a light bitterness behind the full-bodied earthy flavor of this blend. It's quite unique, but will surely have its admirers. I can see from your expression how much you enjoy each of the blends. As the one who personally brewed them, I am truly honored. If you have a favorite among the selection, please let Popley know. First, let's speak with the sickly merchant. Mate is the medicine. Forgive me, traveler. Might I have a moment of your time? I'm a merchant from Tuliol here on business, but I felt sick as a dog ever since I arrived. The Pelo boy I hired as a guide to show me around these parts gave me one look before suddenly heading north, muttering something as he left. He was speaking too quickly for me to catch what he said, what was said, but I fear the mere sight of me upset him somehow. If it wouldn't be too much trouble, would you go and offer him an apology on my behalf? He ran towards a tea field north of here, but if there is no sign of him, I'm sure someone nearby would have seen where he went. First, speak with Popley. You're back. I take you've tried each of the blends. Tell me, which one is your favorite? Rich, I guess. Oh, I quite like that one myself. I thought perhaps the sweet taste of honey would mitigate the mate's naturally strong, bitter flavor, making it more palatable. Your perspective has been a great help, my friend. I thank you for your assistance. The mate tea can be found anywhere in Tyrol. There's no guarantee that it will enjoy the same popularity in foreign lands. We must experiment and innovate if we are to capture new markets. Alright, up to the tea fields we go. Did I see anyone pass by this way recently? Well, yes, actually, the local guide. He was gathering fresh tea leaves here just moments ago until a rather rambunctious alpaca did something to agitate him. I couldn't hold back a chortle as he chased after it. I fear he may have heard. At any rate, he was heading towards the hill northwest of here. We're on a hunt! As long as there's no hunt up here. Okay, good, because this is, in fact, a hunt spawn point. Maybe it's the one Curlerger's hiding at. We won't know right now, though, because we don't have the right time or weather or anything. Or moon phase. I don't know where the moon is. No idea. Who are you, and what do you want? If you haven't noticed, I'm rather busy at present. Was that me? Why would he? I was speaking too fast again. An unfortunate misunderstanding. That merchant has a clear case of altitude sickness. It's not common to those traveling to Urqopacha for the first time, or, you know, going from somewhere very low to back home where it's very high. I mean, what? The best cure for it, and most things, is mate tea, which is why I was collecting tea leaves earlier. But just as I finished packing them into my bag, this wild alpaca came and snatched it. Now I have it back. It's time to get brewing. I may have had some experience with a little bit of altitude, but it's not. I'll tell you. There you are. He told me everything. It seems I mistakenly sent you on the wild alpaca chase. Forgive me. Thanks to this tea, I'm feeling much better. Mate tea is a vital source of nutrients in these highlands. I'm sure you can promote it as a nourishing potable back in the markets of Twilio. Why not buy some in bulk now? Ha! You're not only a talented guy, but a convincing salesman. Very well. I give your offer some thought. But first, might we continue our tour? Thank you again, traveler. I hope that my experience can serve as a lesson for us both to be properly prepared when journeying to high altitudes. And that wraps up the Wachunpelo side of Urqopacha, which is going to bring us to Warlord's Echo next. So, I'm just randomly flying while I talk right now. So, I guess thank you for watching. We will take on this bundle of quests around Warlord's Echo next time. At its base, it only looks like 10 quests, but we know there's a quest series in there. Yay. Can't wait. So excited. I'll also try to see if I can spot any hunts on the way. Except this one's out of the way. Also, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there's Chupacabra. One of the B ranks. Maybe it's on the other one. Anyway. Yeah, so that is going to do it for now. We will take on these quests up here next time. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, maybe subscribe, and click that little bell for those notifications. Also, be sure to check out the description below. Various links, social media, Discord. Come hang out. Get notifications there as well. There she is! This is Queen Hawk. This is the other A rank of Urqopacha. Yeah. Check the description below. Various links, social media, Discord. Come hang out. Get notifications there as well. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out as the sun is rising. Maybe I'll have to do Warlord's Echo now in another video. Until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!